Okay students, so today we'll solve the problems. In last video I had taken all the inverse trigonometric formulas and simple problems. So now we'll go further, we'll take some more problems on those. So what you can do is you can pause the video and note down these 7 problems which I will be taking today. Okay, so first one, if I take tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. So in last class I had told when will be the value of tan 1 at 45 degree. So but here you are required to write it in radian. So tan inverse 1 will be pi by 4 plus. Now here if you observe it is minus. So I had told that most of the students go wrong over here. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So this is written as pi minus cos inverse 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus x is minus sin inverse x. So this will be minus sin inverse 1 by 2. Next step. So this is pi by 4 plus pi minus. When will be the cos value 1 by 2? When it is 60 degree. So 60 degree in radian will be pi by 3 minus. When sin will be 1 by 2 at 30 degree. So 30 degree means pi by 6. So this is pi by 6. Now you take the LCM and simplify this value. So LCM will be 12. So you'll have 3 pi plus 12 pi minus 4 pi minus 2 pi. So if you simplify, you'll have the answer. So 12 plus 3 15, 15 minus 4 11, 11 minus 2 9. So you'll have 9 pi by 12, or if you simplify it is 3 pi by 4. This is the answer. So you can solve first one. Now I will take second problem if I take. So second one is cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. So now simplify this. So when will be the value of cos 1 by 2? At 60 degree. So 60 degree means it is pi by 3 plus 2 into. When will be the sin value 1 by 2? At 30 degree. So 30 means pi by 6. So this is nothing but pi by 3 plus pi by 3. So you will have answer 2 pi by 3. LCM is same. If you add, you will be getting 2 pi by 3. So you can pause and solve these 2 problems. Okay. Now I will take third one. Third problem we will solve. So third one is sin inverse of sin 2 pi by 3. Sin inverse of sin 2 pi by 3. This is third one. If you are not comfortable with radian, you can convert it into degree and then simplify. So pi by 3 means how much? 60. So 60 into 2, 120. So this is a sin inverse of sin 120. Now directly you cannot cancel these 2. Last video I have told that you can cancel these 2 when this is principal value. Now it is angle. So principal value in terms of angle for sin is from minus 90 to plus 90. Means if it is less than 90, directly you can cancel. Now it is greater than 90. So you use allied angles formulas and simplify. So 120 I can write it as sine 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60. So 180 minus theta means it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive. So sine 180 minus 60 will be sine 60. So this is sine inverse of sine 60 degree. Now this angle has come less than 90. So directly you can cancel this. Else you substitute value of sine 60 root 3 by 2. Again another step you write the angle. So here I will cancel these two. So I will have 60 degree. But I have told that compulsory answer should be written in radian. So 60 degree is nothing but pi by 3. So our answer is pi by 3. Same. You can try fourth one. Fourth, if I take tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. Again, same steps you follow. If you are uncomfortable with radian, convert it to degree. So if you convert it in degree, it will be tan inverse of tan pi by 4 is 45. 45 into 3 is 135 degree. So again, you cannot cancel these two because this angle is also greater than 90. For tan also principal value will be from minus 90 to plus 90, but open interval you will be having. So again I will convert to 135. How we can write 135? 180 minus 45. So this is tan inverse into bracket tan 180 minus 45. Tan 180 minus 45. So tan 180 minus theta means it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant tan is negative. So you will have minus tan 45. So tan inverse of tan you will have minus tan 45. Minus tan 45. Tan 45 is 1. So substitute tan inverse of minus 1. Again, tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x. So this is minus tan inverse 1. Now substitute. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So answer you will be having is minus pi by 4. Is it clear? Okay. So similarly, fifth one. I will take cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. Cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. So again first step is convert that angle from radian to degree. So pi by 6 means how much? 30 degree. So 30 into 7. So pi by 6 is 30. 30 into 7 is 210. So this is cos 210. Again here also you cannot cancel these two because this angle is greater than 180. For cos, principal value angle will be from 0 to 180. So you cannot cancel these two. So 210 is written as cos inverse of cos 180 plus 30. Cos 180 plus 30. So 180 plus means it is in third quadrant. In third quadrant cos is negative. So you will have cos inverse of minus cos 30. Minus cos 30. Now you can substitute this value, else you can apply cos inverse of minus x. So I will substitute the value. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So minus root 3 by 2. Now cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So this is equal to pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2. Now substitute the value. When will be the value of cos root 3 by 2? At 30 degree. So 30 degree in radian will be pi by 6. So pi by 6. So if you take LCM, you will have answer 5 pi by 6. This is our fifth one. So again, students, you can pause it, solve those problems. Then I will go for the next, that is sixth one. Okay, yes. So now sixth, if I take sine inverse of sine 100 in degree plus cos inverse of cos 100. Cos 100. Now, in last few problems I had told, so whether I can cancel these two? No. Why? Because angle is greater than 90. So you should convert that angle to less than 90. So this is equal to sine inverse into bracket 100. I will write it as 180 minus 80. 180 minus 80 plus. Now here, can I cancel these two, cos inverse and cos? No? Yes, you can cancel it. Because for cos, principal value range is from 0 to 180 and this angle is less than 180. So directly you can cancel. So this will be 100. This will be 100. Now, cos 180 minus theta. Again it is in second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is positive. So I can write sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. So sine 80 plus 100 degree. Now here can I cancel these two? Yes, because now angle has come less than 90. So I will cancel these two. So I will be having 80 plus 100. That is nothing but 180 degree. So in radian it will be pi. This is our answer. So similarly, seventh one, sine pi by 3 minus sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Sine pi by 3 minus sine inverse minus 1 by 2. So first, you are required to simplify this. So sine pi by 3, again here there is minus sign. So sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. So if I take minus, it will be plus. So plus sine inverse 1 by 2. This is equal to sine pi by 3 plus. When will be the value of sine 1 by 2? When it is 30 degree. So 30 degree in radian is pi by 6. So plus pi by 6. Now simplify these two values. You take LCM, else pi by 3 is 60, pi by 6 is 30. 60 plus 30 is 90. So 90 in radian is pi by 2. So sine 90 is 1. So this is the answer. So you can again pause and solve these problems. Then I will take few more problems. Okay? Okay students. Next problem, 8th. So sine of cos inverse 12 by 13. Sine of cos inverse 12 by 13. Okay. Now, if you see here, this is not standard value. Standard value means root 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 like that. If such is the case, you take this value as alpha. So I will take, let alpha is equal to cos inverse 12 by 13. So now if I take a cos to the LHS, I will have cos alpha is equal to 12 by 13. Now draw a right angled triangle and denote this angle alpha and cos alpha. This angle I will take it as alpha. So from the basic which you have studied, definition of trigonometric functions, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse or base by hypotenuse. So here cos alpha is 12 by 13 means this is 12, this is 13. Now apply Pythagoras theorem and find the opposite side. So 13 square is 169, 12 square is 144. You subtract, you will get 25, root you will be having 5. So opposite side will be 5. Now substitute this alpha in the given expression. So in the given expression, if I substitute, given expression is equal to sin alpha. Sin alpha. Now from the triangle, substitute value of sin alpha. So if I substitute value of sin alpha will be 5 by 13. So answer is 5 by 13. Similarly, another problem I will take, 9th one. You may say cos of 2 sin inverse 3 by 4. Sorry, 3 by 5. Cos of 2 sin inverse 3 by 5. Now same like this, you are required to take alpha. But here, take alpha is equal to sin inverse 3 by 5. So let alpha is equal to sin inverse 3 by 5. Therefore sin alpha is equal to 3 by 5. Again draw a right angled triangle. Draw a right angled triangle, 90 alpha. So sin alpha is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So again apply Pythagoras theorem, base you will get it as 4. Now substitute this alpha in given expression. So given expression will be, given expression is equal to cos 2 alpha. Given expression is cos 2 alpha. So here apply formula of cos 2 alpha. Cos 2 alpha is cos square alpha minus sin square alpha. So this is cos square alpha minus sin square alpha. Now substitute those values from this triangle. So cos alpha will be 4 by 5. So this is 4 by 5 bracket square. Sin alpha is 3 by 5 bracket square. Simplify, you will have the answer. So 4 square 16. 16 by 25 minus 9 by 25. So 16 minus 9 is 7. So answer is 7 by 25. So now students, you can pause it, solve these two problems. I will be telling derivation for another 3 formulas which you will be asking in exam. Okay, next. So these formulas are important for 2 marks you will be asking in exam. So first one is, prove that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So same, again I will take alpha and solve it. So if I take proof, let alpha is equal to sin inverse x, this I will take it as 1. Now if I take sin inverse to the LHS, I will have sin alpha is equal to x. Now this sin alpha I can write it as cos 90 minus alpha, that is pi by 2 minus alpha. So 90 minus means it will be in first quadrant. In first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive, so sin alpha I am writing it as cos pi by 2 minus alpha. Now take this cos to the RHS, so you will have pi by 2 minus alpha is equal to cos inverse x. Now take this alpha to the RHS, it will become plus, then substitute the value. So pi by 2 is equal to alpha plus cos inverse x. So I will substitute alpha from 1, so you will have pi by 2 is equal to sin inverse x plus cos inverse x from 1. Then finally you write it as sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So this he will be asking for 2 marks. Similarly, second one, prove that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So can you solve with me, along with me? Same steps. So first what we are required to take? Alpha. Alpha is tan inverse x. So let alpha is equal to tan inverse x. This you take it as 1. So again tan you should take to LHS. So tan alpha is equal to x. So tan alpha can be written as cot 90 minus alpha or pi by 2 minus alpha. So cot pi by 2 minus alpha is equal to x. Now next step is take cot to the RHS. So you will have pi by 2 minus alpha is equal to cot inverse x. Then next step will be very good, pass alpha to the RHS. So you will have pi by 2 is equal to alpha plus cot inverse x. Then last step, substitute alpha. So you will have pi by 2 is equal to tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. This is from 1. Then correctly you write the formula, that is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Similarly, this one you can try. Third one, secant inverse x plus cosec inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So same method, secant inverse x you take it as alpha and solve similarly. So you can pause, note down the formulas. Again in the next video I will be taking some more formulas which are important, and on those you will be having 3 marks problems. Okay, thank you students.